Akihiro Ehara, age 53. Senior officer with...
Lived
His
alone?
wife moved to Yokohama without him 7 years ago, when their son Toshiro started at Seiryo High. Toshiro-kun ended up taking his life in his 3rd year. That's 4 years ago, if you're... Apparently his wife wanted nothing to do with him from that point on. That's it for personal details.
All right.
As for the charge, Ehara's maintained his innocence. We've had no luck getting him to budge. Mind you, the prosecution has plenty against him. Security camera surveillance, eyewitness footage, even trace evidence gathered on scene.
The same footage the media was plastering on TV?
Yes, although some of it was edited for privacy or length, but it painted a clear enough picture.
Hard to dispute something you can see right in front of you.
True.
And what about when they handed down the verdict? Ehara flew off the handle or something?
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Your Honor, in a warehouse, about 3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama. The body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba. 4 years ago, this man took my son from me by driving him to commit suicide.
Ehara seemed convinced that Mikoshiba had bullied his son, and to get his justice, he even took Seiryo High to court. However, the court ruled against him, claiming there was... I still need to dig
Sounds like I'm on
Who?
deck. The chairman of Seiryo High himself.
Are you talking about me?
I don't know how you pull these things off, Yagami-san, but let me give you a word of caution.
I'm listening.
Mikoshiba's murder hasn't been made public yet, so please don't go around talking about it, especially at his school. The Kanagawa police will examine...
What's that?
If we don't make... And when...
Right.
I'm sorry,
Don't worry.
thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry. Actually, Kaito-san, can I fill you in later? I need to get some answers from the chairman.
Hmm? May I help you with something, Yagami-san?
You sure can. Only thing is, where to start? Remember how you told me about a student teacher went missing?
Oh,
This is him, right? Hiro Mikoshiba.
how do you have that photo?
A bit about him, in relation to a separate investigation.
What is it you need to know? Did something happen to him?
I'm afraid I can't give you any details. This request comes from a very close colleague. I'm sure you understand. It's a matter of detective-client privilege. I know that isn't much consolation. But if it's any comfort, I would never disclose anything about your case either.
But don't you see? Mikoshiba-kun was officially reported missing. Please, can you tell me something?
I promise. I'll tell you everything I can when I can. But for now, let me ask the questions.
Very well. Go ahead.
I'll start with the basics. Mikoshiba-kun was a graduate here, correct? And that's why he came back to train as a teacher?
That's correct.
How long was he supposed to be here?
3 weeks, originally. He'd nearly finished his time with us. But one day he simply stopped coming. It was as if all was well, then suddenly he was gone. Or at least that's how I'd heard it.
Were you two not that close?
No, we'd had barely exchanged a word since he arrived.
Wasn't there a pretty dark rumor about Mikoshiba-kun 4 years back? Something about how he drove a student to suicide?
You mean what was dredged up online? Yes, I'm aware of it. However, in the subsequent lawsuit, that rumor was put to rest. The court found no evidence of bullying.
But you had your doubts, didn't you? So you called on us to take a deeper look.
Well, yes, but let's not get confused. The tragedy from 4 years ago does weigh on us, but we've washed our hands of the matter.
Well, you say that, yet I can't help circling back to the same question. Why would the head of a school hire detectives to monitor his students in secret? Potentially even out of pocket.
Well, for one thing, It would reflect poorly on our institution were I to openly suspect our students. Then there's the issue of bullying being recorded and shared online. You know what kind of firestorm that can cause. I should mention, I'm the one who takes the fall for it. My own privacy be damned. So of course I would opt for secrecy.
That's fair. But what that still doesn't answer is why this is happening now.
I'm not sure I follow.
Could this be what riled you up?
But this is...
This is... The man was, you after...
Well...
And now the police... I get the feel...
That's
you sure about...
everything in that...
Her? How was I supposed to...
So, would you like me to call her back here?
No, thanks. I should go see her myself. Do a bit of smoothing over.
In that case, you may want to go downstairs and see if she's in the faculty room. She should still be on lunch.
Perfect. I've got another chance to shoot my shot.
Sorry, Kaito-san, but I'm fielding this one alone. Tsukumo, you guys can clear out too.
What? You're benching all of us? Just like that?
I don't understand the meaning of this, Yagamishi.
If I had time to explain, I would. Just trust me on this for now. What the...
What are you doing here? I thought you'd have gone by now.
Yes, well... I need to ask you a couple things.
Such as?
Such as how close you were to Hiro Mikashiba.
What?
I heard from Chairman Okuda you were mentoring him as a teacher. I believe this was 2 months ago?
Why do you of all
Did you know any...
I said...
You know what, you... Back and me...
Yeah,
So...
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. So, as far as I knew, Mikoshiba-kun was a good student with solid grades back then. And during his time in training, I was under the impression he got along with the students just fine.
He's not the type to bully, then? Those rumors exist in the first place.
You're asking the wrong person. 4 years ago, the court determined this school was not responsible for a bullying-related suicide.
You mean Ahara-san's lawsuit? The father of the student who... Well,
Yes,
I believe...
let me ask what if that you should...
Believe...
And that...
Anyway,
Miko...
basketball club. That includes the gang from before, right?
Yes. They all spent quite a bit of time with him.
All right. With that, I'll get out of your hair. Appreciate...
Just...
Kaito-san.
Why? You suddenly decide you need me after all?
Man, don't be like that.
You enjoy playing teacher's pet with Sawa-sensei?
You mean, did I enjoy getting eviscerated by her? She hates my guts at this point. That aside, I want to find those... Thanks. Close one. Almost got it.
Huh?
You're Koda-san from Class 2 too, right? Basketball too?
Yeah?
You have a second? I have some questions about a student teacher who taught classes here named Mikoshiba. Ow! Really?
Yo, you read me talk? That posse of little shitheads just went strutting into the gym with some bats.
Kaito-san, can you at least try to warn me a little sooner next time?
Why? You worried?
Hey! Why are you still here, asshole? Who the hell are you, anyway?
Talking pretty big for taking a cheap shot while my back was turned.
You had it coming, shady old fuck!
Koda! Hey, you been spilling anything to this guy? I didn't say anything.
I'll fill you in. I was asking her about Mikoshiba, a student teacher who disappeared from school not too long ago. You guys know him, right? The basketball club would.
Don't bother trying to talk to us like we're your fucking friends, asshole.
I wanna bash your fucking skull in. You'll die before I tell you shit.
You wiped the floor with us yesterday. Only fair for you to take a handicap.
I don't mind at all. Sure. All good. But it's still gonna be pretty one-sided.
You're so full of shit. I'm gonna kick your ass! Come on!
You've got a lot of guts for your age, kid. But come on. You really need a better outlet for all that aggression.
Let me go!
Just what on earth is going on in here?
Hey.
Are you even listening?
Yes, ma'am. We were just horsing around a bit. Right?
Just horsing around is right.
I'm afraid Sawa-sensei has made her point clear. Perhaps it's best you take your leave, after all.
Wait, that way, I can stay on campus no problem, right?
But you can't teach without...
No, but
You're a lawyer? Well, that certainly is a respectable position, but it's not exactly a license to educate.
Can't we work something out?
I'm afraid something isn't all go.
Oh, yeah. Do you happen to have a kung fu club? I've got a few tricks I could show some kids.
No, there's nothing.
That's...
Me again. I say it's time we hightailed it out of here. No use sitting around on our asses, right? Why don't you meet us back here and we'll go?
I can't. Not until I find something for Sari-san.
Suit yourself.
Huh?
Aha!
Huh? There's no... let's say we have a chat.
A chat?
Yeah. Now, I can't give out any details, but having the cops on me would be extremely problematic. So...
I will... And...
What the... Look at me. Do I really look like a pervert who'd sneak into a school?
Well...
Right?
But... no matter this...
Really?
If you...
Suspicious. You're Kyoko Amasawa-san, right? President of the Mystery Research Club?
So what if I am?
I saw your flyer. Sounds like your club's in a tough spot.
You're not wrong. Our current advisor got married and quit teaching, and we can't find anyone else to take her spot. On top of that, the chairman's been reluctant to bring in anyone from outside, so the MRC may be in dire straits. But it would also...
Well, you'll need a...
When you put it that way, it does seem like a long shot.
Right? I'm gonna ask, just in case. How much do you need to solve your problem?
Excuse me?
Well, you're gonna need the funds to hire an outside counselor, right?
You think that money can tempt me? I will not stand for this, monsieur! Advise the MRC?
Why not? A Kamurocho-based detective not good enough?
You're a detective?
Oh yeah. I'm Takayuki Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency. I was asked to come investigate your school. That's about all I can let slip.
So then, the hidden camera was for your investigation?
I'll let you deduce that yourself. Client confidentiality and all that. But I will say one thing. I'm here to stop shady business, not start it.
If he wasn't shooting up skirts, then what was he trying to see? Rather...
As I was I'm not done here, by
Really?
Sawa-san, but if I were to advise your club, so what do you... Oh, and...
The butts of...
What? Hey!
Who's this, sis?
This is Yagami-san, our new advisor candidate. However, I intend to test him first. See if he's legitimate.
Fine by me. I'm Kento Amasawa, Kyoko's younger brother. Also the MRC's bodyguard. When your sister's as nosy as mine, you've got to step up your game to keep her safe.
Please have a seat, Yagami-san.
After you.
Oh, how kind of you. So, Amasawa-san, back to the topic at hand here. So, getting back to this test of yours.
Yes. So, based on what you've told me, I'm inclined to drop your charges altogether. A detective setting up cameras is believable. That being said, I'd also be a fool to take you at your word. If this is a ruse, I'd be unleashing a pervert on the school.
Well, the caution is admirable.
Then you shouldn't mind if I test both your skills as a detective and your character as a person. And once that's over, we'll either actually...
Could you tell me...
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Well, you may...
Well, Yagami, it's unfortunate.
Well, she indeed.
Well, it apparently she gets a
Okay,
look.
I mean... yeah.
I think after...
In any case, just tell me...
It is set from...
So,
Yep, you're going...
Wait.
If it's those...
But how...
That's okay. It's rare for their advisors to get up and do...
Oh.
If it's any... Just...
Easy peasy. I get...
Good, then let's move. The dance club will be starting their practice any minute. They're in the...
I know her test might be tough, Yagami-san, but I think you'd make a pretty rad advisor. So good luck.
Huh?
Right there. Something's not right. I feel so out of it.
Sayaka,
hey, aren't you...
Amasawa from the Mystery Research Club? You betcha.
Oh, great. The MRC. What do you want with us? We're not up to anything.
Calm down. I'm not here to expose your secrets to the world. I only wanted to introduce you to someone.
What are you getting at?
To preface this, I noticed your club advisor hasn't been showing up much lately.
Yeah...
Right, yeah, I see.
Listen.
Don't worry, you don't owe me the
Help with their routine.
Oh my god, you know... I've been literally racking my brain trying to come up with a workable routine. Oh, I'm so glad that's on you now.
Whoa, time out. I'm missing some important qualifications here.
Yagami, this don't...
but it's real...
I shouldn't...
I think your performance could use a little more flair.
Flair? How so?
Well, you're already in perfect sync, and everyone knows their part, but you were right.
I see what you mean. Only... Oh!
Ah. Listen. You could always do the robot.
Hasn't that been done a million times over?
The robot never gets old, does it?
I suppose it does have a then,
What if you cut the dancing altogether?
You want us not to dance? At a dance contest?
Yeah. Just stand there and cross your arms. It'd be...
And even if...
What if you guys also sang, like the idol groups do?
Sorry?
Think about it.
Huh.
Why not incorporate Kung Fu?
Did you just say Kung Fu?
Sure did. Throw a few kicks and punches, or knock the competition right out.
That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah. And it's not like martial arts-based dancing is entirely unheard of. But we don't know the first thing about Kung Fu.
Well, you're in luck. Kung Fu happens to be a hobby of mine.
No way! That's so cool!
Well, it's my own style. You won't find it in any ancient scrolls. It's flashy.
Perfect! So will you teach us?
I guess I'm gonna have to.
Sweet! Then let's get a quick demonstration. Let's see some ass-kicking dance then.
Wait, really? I really have to do this?
Of course. We'll get
I would...
If you...
Hold... I've never done this before, though.
Don't be... Okay, what we'll do first is show you the opening third while you're watching.
Sure.
Okay. And there. Now you take it away.
Oh, you know what?
That's a spirit. Right.
Let's freaking dance.
Yagami-san, you're officially the best. Incredible.
Whoa, he's amazing! That was amazing! Wow! Wait, is that Kung Fu? Never do that! Gosh, I hope he doesn't knock someone out! See it?
Oh, look at that! Did you see that?
Yagami-san, what was that just now? I thought you said you couldn't dance.
Believe me, I'm just as surprised as you. Winning is part skill and part pulling out of your ass.
I don't think it's Yagami-san!
Wow.
No way an amateur moves like that. You're something else. Maybe you don't realize it, but you have a gift for this. You're totally a born dancer. Well, you seriously saved our necks just now, Yagami-san.
Hey, I'm just glad it all worked out.
If it's okay to ask, could you drop by and give us more pointers sometime? Ever since our advisor stopped showing, we've barely been keeping it, and we could all...
If you guys will have...
I think it's time...
So, did I pass?
Indeed you have. Honestly, every
Yeah.
Well?
Oh.
Yeah, also...
Yeah?
So, spreading with those people... But... At any rate, that is...
Let it...
Sure. Also, they're only our school...
Yeah.
Yep. The chairman actually promised to sign off on whoever... Well...
What? He told me to...
Well...
Hey, you'll get...
Oh, when you have a spare moment, could you join us in the club room for a talk? I'd like your advice on another case we're monitoring.
What, you've got something besides the sugar baby?
Yes, in fact, but that...
Okay. Hey guys, how we all doing? Sweating it out on some layups?
Who are you?
My name's Yagami. I've been the MRC's advisor for all of a couple minutes, and I need to ask the basketball club a few questions.
Okay.
There was a student teacher who used to hang around here as recent as, what, October? Mikoshiba's the name.
Oh yeah, Mikoshiba-san.
Anyway, he stopped showing up out of nowhere. Any of you have any theories? Okay, scratch that. Then, what kind of teacher was he? Is he nice? Is he a jerk?
I wouldn't say jerk, but he was enthusiastic.
Yeah, I mean, he did show up almost daily.
The club was really good back in his day. That's probably why he had us hustling even harder than the coach.
So, would you say he was on good terms?
I guess.
Oh, from class 2.
Something special about Class 2
Well, yeah.
Star pupil? I do know who you're talking...
In a way, Mikoshiba-sensei worked her harder because she hadn't played basketball till high school.
See, most of us already had tons of experience by the time we joined. So, anyone starting as late as now has to be really athletic to keep up with the team. Mikoshiba-sensei knew that too. I'd say him looking after Koda did us all a favor.
Wow. Oh?
Like,
hey.
That's not any...
Are you beats?
Yeah. Are we about done here?
Last thing.
No.
Okay.
You spacing out on me? Look at me when I'm talking.
You can't face news.
Yeah.
Maybe
You got this.
Attention students! Be on the lookout for a creeper showing up in your classrooms!
If I were you, I'd watch my mouth around a club advisor.
Say what?
I'm Yagami, from the Yagami Detective Agency. And your chairman just hired me to advise the Mystery Research Club.
Bullshit.
I guess word hasn't gotten around? Maybe I'll let a few wisecracks slide for now then. But mark my words, I'll be here every day of the week. So be on your best behavior.
We'd better get to practice.
Yeah, you do that. Oh, and, break a leg out there, Matsu. Not very nice, are they? Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Koda-san, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but as I said, I'm a detective. And I need to talk about Hiro Mikoshi, right? And one day he just stopped showing up? At the time, did you notice anything strange about him? Maybe he seemed troubled? Mikoshiba might have been close, at least at practice.
They said that?
Well,
on some kind of case, right? You know, Mikoshiba-sensei talked to us pretty often.
I would say that he knows it. He knows what's going on. Yeah, he knows what's going on. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What was that? Well, you better watch me.
Over here, Yagami-san! Sorry to drag you all the way up here for this.
You wanted to talk to me? About Mikoshiba-sensei?
What? I can't hear a word you're saying, man! Why don't you come closer so we don't have to shout?
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Oh, you guys want to play, huh? You guys
So
don't
many
want
of
to
you.
mess with my
You
guy.
guys all know Mikoshiba-sensei?
Nah, that's not how our senpai friends roll. They know the Yokohama Leomon.
Yokohama Leomon? You mean the local gang?
Hell yeah. I've got a friend who's in deep with those guys. I scratch their back by bringing them chicks to hang out with, and they scratch mine by tipping me for it. It's a pretty sweet deal, actually. Also, we've got a little thing going. I get to drop the Leomon name if I need him to handle some business.
So you sell them girls in exchange for honorary membership? You need to find better friends.
Don't talk to me like you know me. I stay on their good side and I get my personal bodyguards. I work with the tools I've got to get to the top.
So you got it all figured out, don't you, kid? But you're missing the big picture. They're gonna turn the table so fast you won't know what hit you.
I'll keep that in mind. But I wouldn't worry about me right now. You're the one who's got the real problem on his hands.
You get it? From now on, if you even lay a finger on us, you offend the Yokohama Leomon, and they'll take that personally. You see what deep shit you're in here, Yagami-san?
So how about it? You know how to say you're sorry? Cash for our pain and suffering.
Oh yeah? How much are we talking here? $1,000?
$1 million. If you're short, I'd be happy to hook you up with a loan shark. I know a guy who lends for the Seiryu clan Yakuza.
First it's a gang, now it's the Yakuza. Keep bringing adult shit into this, I'm gonna start treating you like one.
Huh?
You wanna see what happens to gang members? I'll show you.
You sure you want to do that? We're gonna charge you extra.
Oh, you got this shit down, Matsui. Let's take this asshole down! Fuck him up!
He does the game, maybe. You know, he does the game, maybe. You fucking find out basically what my guy does the game, maybe.
and stay down. Ah, my eyes. Cheap shot.
Can't see?
Got you now! No, you don't! Huh?
What? Did he just jump off?
Nah. He's just hiding in the dark. Like a scared little cockroach. You guys go...
Okay,
You guys...
Sure!
Tastes good, Senpai? Smoking a cigarette in the classroom?
So you came all this way just to get your ass kicked?
Hey, Akane! Go get the other senpais!
Okay, I'm on it.
You guys better watch out. If your teacher busts you smoking, won't you get in big trouble? On the other hand, you guys could use a lesson in manners, and I'd be happy to teach you.
Huh? What the hell?
Bastard!
So... Don't give me that smug look.
Let's go!
you're walking away. Come get some. Spring it! Don't give me that smug look. Time to shut your mouth. Come get some. You're walking away.
Fuck that.
Jeez. This guy's a maniac.
He's too good at this, man.
Hey, you mentioned compensation for pain and suffering. That still sound like a good idea?
No, we were just being stupid. Could you maybe forget all that?
Then from here on out, we're buds, right?
Ow! Ah, my shoulder! Holy shit, that hurts, Yagami-san!
Tell me everything you know about Mikoshiba. After all, you guys were pretty close, right?
Mikoshiba Sensei showed up to practice, like, basically every day. Kind of a pain in the ass, if I'm being honest.
As soon as our coach would leave, it's like a switch would flip and he'd start drilling us. He'd make us do like 10 sets of cross-court dashes. And if even one of us lagged behind, it meant 10 more. For all of us. That made it obvious real quick. Hoda was a...
So Mikoshiba was especially harsh on her then?
Yeah, because she's such a... Only thing she did right was unite the team against her.
You gang up and belittle a single defenseless girl, a beginner in your sport, and you call that unity. Real classy. Listen up. Mikoshiba's parents have reported him missing. Foul play could be in the works here. He's been gone for far too long.
Hey, you think maybe Koda did it? Some kind of crime of passion?
This isn't the time for bullshit. Or you want to keep going?
Nope. I'll pass.
Have you talked to Sawa-sensei yet? He probably knows Mikoshiba-sensei better than anyone.
All she told me was how exemplary he was, both as a student and a student teacher. And that he looked out for you guys, out of some sort of camaraderie.
Huh? She really talked him up that good?
Why, something off about that?
It's just... Sawa-sensei was really cold to him, no matter what he'd do. I actually brought that up to him one day. And it turns out the rumors were right.
Rumors?
Back when Mikoshiba-sensei was a student, one of his classmates apparently committed suicide. And Sawa-sensei suspected him of bullying the kid. I don't think he ever really got past that. He'd get all depressed sometimes.
Really? Sawa-sensei thought Mikoshiba was a bully?
Oh yeah. I actually asked him about it once, but he just laughed it off.
I teach English and during...
What did she really... Hey. Suspicious. Hey. What the? Hey.
Yagami-san. Those men are with the Kanagawa police. They said they're here to make inquiries about Mikoshiba-kun's disappearance.
And they asked to see Sawa-sensei too?
Yes. But I have to ask, can you tell me what's really going on? You were asking questions about me.
If you knew Mikoshiba was murdered, why didn't you tell me up front?
Because that information's not public. Didn't the police ask you to keep quiet about it?
Well, yes, but even so...
What sort of questions were they asking you anyway?
I thought I was supposed to keep quiet.
Cute.
Now I'm going to ask you one last time. Please, stay off our campus. You don't belong here. I mean, what if you end up injuring a student? It would be a nightmare for all of us.
Nobody's getting injured. All that's water under the bridge now.
Is that so?
Yeah, and I should probably mention, I'm the new advisor of the Mystery Research Club. I have the chairman's approval and everything. So, it looks like I have a place here after all.
What? Since when?
I think we're getting sidetracked here. Did the police...
No. That he's dead. That was all they hardly...
Yeah, sounds... Sawa-sensei, please.
9 o'clock tonight. I'll be at Plage on Isazaki Road.
We'll finally have a real talk?
Something like that.
Kaito-san, licking the wounds of rejection, huh? Is the 99 gang with you?
Just Sugiura. Tsukumo said he had to get back to the office.
A computer?
What? Oh,
come on.
Hey,